When you're at a client's house, do you sometimes feel rushed through your sales process? Like your client knows every single step and like when you fumble or when you make a mistake or like they're watching you put your estimate together on your phone, your tablet, and like, oh crap, I pressed that button, fat fingered it, I gotta go back. And like you just feel rushed the whole time, right? Well, let's talk about how we can slow it down internally so it can be slowed down externally and so that the customer can actually make a decision while we're there versus needing to think about it or anything crazy like that. So let's talk today about slowing down to increase sales. That's what we're going to talk about right now. So one thing that I do so often when I'm at a customer's house is I feel like I have to do this really quick because I'm a big inconvenience. And sometimes I just need to take a step back and remember they called me to be there. They need my services. I am here to provide a solution for them. I'm not there to sell them anything. I'm there to provide a solution for them to fix their house. An analogy I like using, and I'm full transparency, stealing this a little bit from Rodney Webb. Rodney Webb talks about how he became the doctor of people's houses, and we're taking that even a little bit further here at my company where we're referring to customers or clients as patients. Their home is really our patient, and they're like the parents, all right? So envision a mother bringing her child to the doctor's office, and we're the doctors, all right? We are showing up and we get to help them, mom and dad, see some issues going on with the kid, but we get to really deep dive and see some more issues, and then we get to treat the symptoms and fix them, right? So that's how we view all of our sales process when we show up to a customer's house. So if they call us for gutters, we show up and we're not just looking to put gutters up. Gutters are pretty simple. Any Joe Blow can show up and give you a price for gutters. We're looking to figure out like, so what caused you to call now to get the gutters, Mrs. Smith? Mrs. Smith would be like, you know what? Every year I have to replace all my flowers because they get washed out by the rains and I don't want to do that this year. Oh, okay, cool. And as we're walking around, we're like, oh yeah, I can see where it washed out before. And like, did you notice the foundation crack here too? Oh no, I didn't notice that. Oh, well, that's probably from all the water here, like going down to your footing and causing a little bit of settling. Oh, no kidding. Yeah, and as we keep walking, we keep pointing out some little things like that, kind of like a doctor showing up and doing all their checks on your kid, all right? So we're treating the homeowner as if they're the mom and their house is their kid, all right? It's our patient, and we are doing our full checkup, all right? We've even joked around the office that we should wear the stethoscope to our estimates, all right? Because we really want them to feel like we're the doctors of their house. As you can imagine doing this, we can't just like zip through it and go super fast. Like, oh, Mrs. Smith, do you see this? Like, oh, hey, what about this too, Mrs. Smith? Oh, Mrs. Smith, do you see this thing? Like, they're gonna be, whoa, 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 whoa. No, like you gotta do it slow. And it's always better if it's their idea that needs to be fixed. What do you think that crack, has that crack always been there, Mrs. Smith? Oh no, like, could that be from not having gutters and like water getting by my foundation? Yeah, it could be. Oh my goodness, like I need to get gutters then. Yeah, probably. And we just keep going, right? It's not a scare tactic, that's real. Like that's a true thing that happens all the time from gutters. But that's it, right? Can I inspect your foundation from the inside when we go inside? Yeah, no problem, Colin. Okay, cool. And then we get to see on the inside. Is it cracked all the way through? Is it only on the outside? We get to really dissect. But all this boils down to how fast or slow we go through all of this. If we go too fast, we get a lot of resistance and pushback. But if we are slow and we ask questions the right way, where we get Mrs. Smith to have it be her idea that this is a problem, we're going to win a lot more than we lose. So when it comes to actually slowing down in my brain, I physically have to just like step back and I'll literally take a breath. Like sometimes I'll just, and like the customer doesn't really notice that. And that's why I do it as a reminder that the customer is not watching my every move. If I've done a good job of building rapport, they're not counting down the minutes until I leave. I mean, I've literally had clients like turn the TV on and like, you want to watch a game? You need a beer? Like, that's the type of relationships that we should be building with these people. So if we do it the right way, the game has changed and we get to actually slow the whole process down and be very, very thorough. One of my employees, Lucas, is actually stellar at this. He does not miss a step in our SOPs, where like me, I tend to like get rushed with everything else going on in my brain, my 15 phone calls while I'm gone or while I'm at this estimate or whatever else. I'm like, I gotta go. And I get in the car and I forget to put my notes in. I forget to like upload a few final photos or whatever. He's like, nope, boom, 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 boom. He just straight up tells the customer the same lines that I tell him to. Hey, I might be out in your driveway for like 5 to 10 minutes. I just got to put some notes and stuff in our system to make sure, when whoever calls you, production manager or whatever, calls you to schedule, they've got everything that they could possibly need. So I'll just be out there for 5 to 10 minutes. Don't worry about me. If I'm in your way, just wave me down and I'll move, but I'll be out there for 5 to 10 minutes. All right. Okay, cool. No problem. He's just really good at being super thorough. But then through the process, when it comes time to price, we don't like build the price out and then come in the house. We build the price out while we're with them, because I believe that we should lead them down the path and let them pick different products. So as they're picking the different products that they want in their house, that we're kind of encouraging, right? Okay, cool. Well, everything that you pick, like, let's just go through and confirm that, and boom, boom, boom. And they say, yeah, that's it. Okay, cool. And so they're saying yes a ton. All right, let me work this up here. And then I just continue the conversation while I'm talking with them. And if we can extend that out to 5 or 10 minutes, like, this is a lot of work to put these numbers together, right? And that like makes them subconsciously feel like, oh man, this guy's actually working for me. They're like, he owes me something. The last guy that was here for my gutters, he literally was in and out of my house in 10 minutes, right? This guy spent 10 minutes just putting the pricing together. Wow, holy cow, this is pretty cool. But we're having that back and forth conversation the entire time. So the whole point of all this, the reason that we need to slow down is for the same reason we make content. All right. The longer you spend time with somebody, the more comfortable you are with that person. So if I show up to quote you something, my goal is to spend as much time as I possibly can with you and break down as many walls as I can, extract as many objections as I possibly can, so I can overcome them through my other questions, through, my presentation and all of that. So as we're going through it, I just want to be there. Because the more I'm with you, it's like one layer of black just keeps coming down. And by the end, that wall should be non-existent. Or maybe I just have to step over it a little bit. But that's it. The goal is to get that wall down, spend more time with the customer, make them feel more comfortable so that they're willing to make that decision today. That's the goal. Because we know as salespeople, when we leave, they forget 90% of what we said. And if we just leave them a number, now it comes down to numbers game, and that ain't gonna work in any of our favor ever, because there's always a Chuck and Larry willing to do something for less money than we are. So it's our duty to make sure that we get the sale today, and if we get it today, that means they're not going to get screwed over by Chuck and Larry down the street, pay half of our price, and then have to come back and pay us again 2 years later to redo it all proper. All right. That's it. That's the reality of it. So slow your process down. Spend more time with your customers. I don't care how busy you are. If you got 12 estimates a day to do, that means you need to hire more sales reps. All right. If you hire more sales reps, you're spending more time with them. You can increase your pricing as well. The more time you spend with them, the more money you can ask for, the more money you can pay your employees, the more money your team can make, the more money your business can make, the more you can give bigly. All right. You see how all that rolls? Here, I'm wearing a Give Bigly shirt. All right. That's the way that it's supposed to go. So if you are just like boom, 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 rapid firing through it, you got to be a cheap guy in order to win. That's it. There's no other way. But if you're willing to slow everything down, You're able to ask for what others can't because you're doing what others won't.